welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been so long since I posted on here. I literally haven't posted since literally last year, but I want to get out of that habit. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Hope you guys enjoy. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience working at Twin Peaks, how long I worked there. I'm talking about the men, money, drama, my experience, the environment, and give you my pros and cons about working there. And I hope if you're watching this video to trying to decide if you want to work at Twin Peaks, I hope this helps you out. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So the first thing, let's talk about when I started. So I started at Twin Peaks in November of last year. So I was coming in, it was like Thanksgiving, Christmas time, so it was like we had like dress ups coming up. So I come in, I get the job, and I was honestly really nervous because like when I had came in to get the job on that day, which you can actually go see on my YouTube channel, like me getting ready to go into Twin Peaks and everything for an interview, it was actually like lingerie dress up when I had went in. So I was like a little like taken back because I had like watched videos, I had looked up what Twin Peaks was, but walking in there and like seeing the girls like dressed up, I was like, oh my god, everybody looks so good. But also I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't know if I could walk around like that and like in this type of environment. So I get the job, you know, I start training and everything, and during the training and like learning how to like, it was like people who trained me like showed me how to like work a table, how to talk to men, how to approach the table, because it's like if you want to make good money, it is about service, one, and two, it's about like your personality. Like that's like a thing about Twin Peaks. They want you to show personality. They want you to go to your table and like be inviting. So like what I would do, so this is like my little spiel when I go up to the table, I'd be like, hi, my name is Shay, I'll be you guys' server today. So it's you guys' first time here, blah, 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 do all that. And I'll be like, so what can I get you guys started to drink? And then I'll kind of like, I'm kind of extra. Sometimes like, I'm not gonna lie, a little touchy, I'll touch his shoulder or back or you know, be all flirty and shit like that, because it's like you want a good tip, but also you want to give good service at the same time. But also the thing is like sometimes it can send the wrong message. That's why they do teach like flirt, but don't take it too far, because you know how men are. They just like, they, you know, yeah, you know what I mean. So let's get into like the environment and like being confident. First of all, we do wear shorts, we do wear lingerie, we do wear bikinis. So it's like you do have to be kind of comfortable in your body and like showing cleavage, maybe a little cheek here and there, but it's like, it's all about what you're comfortable with. I mean, like you could always like, you know, you can show like this much cleavage, you can show more. I mean, it's really up to your preference or whatever. But like the environment, especially like when you start to make like friends and everything, and like you get to know the girls and stuff like that, you become, it's like a little sisterhood. It really is, because like I'm still friends with a lot of the people I used to work with at Twin Peaks. So it's like you're bonding, and it's like my favorite nights to work at Twin Peaks were Thursday nights, because it's Thursday night football, or there was always a basketball game on, and I would be on the floor with like my favorite people. I'm not gonna lie, we have a bottle or whatever we got, you know, because it's like we're lit. We got lit tables, everybody's drinking, having a good time. It's like you're an entertainer. That's how I look at it, because you know, with me doing the podcast and modeling, like all that other stuff, I am an entertainer. So like with working at Twin Peaks and like kind of morphing it into social media, because Twin Peaks did have a social media page, like the two kind of morphed together. So it's like you got your regulars and the other people coming in, and they follow you on Instagram, and you post like, oh hey, I'm gonna be at Twin Peaks at such and such time, pull up, it's game day. Like you just kind of promote yourself on social media, and that's kind of another way to make more money. You're posting and like people see, oh, I want to come see her. But I will say this, there's gonna be people who are gonna come in and sit in your section. Oh, let's get into that. Let me, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So let's talk about like dress code and ranking. So at Twin Peaks, like the way you pick your sections and your tables is like based off your ranking. So we had like a code, so like you would have to have like makeup, so you get points on like lashes, lipstick. Is your hair done? And like a style like this wouldn't be okay, because they changed the rules. Like we were not allowed to wear hair in up styles or anything, and everything has to be down. Nails have to be done. You have to have every piece of uniform. That means your belt, your pouch, your shorts, the right boots, the right socks, the right top. You gotta make sure you have jewelry, earrings, necklace, some sort of bracelet, something. They're always looking for that, because it's like Twin Peaks has a certain standard and a certain look that they're looking for. So it's like you want those points, and it can total up to 20 points and who's ever at the top of the ranking gets to pick their sections first. So it's like, if you want to have a, not saying like you won't get a good section, but it's like, if you're a lower ranking, you're probably going to get like the low top tables. And I mean, hey, when Twin Peaks is jumping, we be jumping. You got tables here, like there's people everywhere. You can still make good money, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to quote unquote make the best amount, like you're gonna get sat first, and you're probably gonna have the most tables if anything, because like you're first for rotation. So it's going like that, and you get cut first. So like, let's say like it's slow, you've already made your money or whatever, and you want to go home, depending on the manager if they want to let you go home or not, because there's definitely been days where I was there and it was slow and they didn't want to let anybody go home, and now that can be irritating. But you got to make sure that you're cool with your managers. And at the time I worked there, we had a lot of cool managers, so it was like we really had the best of both worlds and everything. But yeah, that's kind of how you pick your sections in the ranking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't miss getting glam every single day for work, because like it's kind of annoying in the maintenance, and it can be expensive. Like, always getting your nails done, always having your lashes, makeup, always having your hair done, and it's like every day it can be a lot. It can be a lot, and it's time consuming, and it can be expensive. It can be expensive for the maintenance to like look good and everything. But let's get into the men. So when I worked at Twin Peaks, I had regulars, but I got regulars off of like showing my personality and like being personable with people. So like having a table come, showing them good service, like making them laugh, like telling jokes, like, you know, like not making fun of them, but like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all know how to flirt, so it's like you just kind of gotta do it like that. And so they like start to like you. You build a rapport with them, and so they start to come back. And I'm not gonna lie, like once you build regulars, like let's say you got 3 regulars that come see you on a Thursday or a Tuesday night, and one of them tips you 100, the other one tips you 100, one tips you 50. That's 250 right there. And those are just y'all regular tables that are gonna tip you. Some will come in, you might get a 15 table. They gonna tip you 15. They gonna tip you 20. But the thing that made me mad about tips is like, we don't get gratuity. So a table could literally come in, and this happens a lot. I don't want to stereotype anybody, but it was mostly foreigners when they were coming to Twin Peaks, and like their countries, tipping is disrespectful. And I'm like, if you come in, you sit in my section, and I give you a good time, great service, and you have a bill that's like almost $200-300, and you tip me 15, I'm gonna be pissed, because I gave you 50, 60, 70, $80 worth of tip effort and everything, and they don't care. Some people don't care, and it's like some people, you could be the nicest to a table and they're gonna be so rude and mean to you, but you just gotta know how to like not take it to heart for real, because it's like they came in here to see you. You came in here to see us, so it's like for you to treat me like this, and I'm over here, please. I like, Or sometimes, like, when it got really busy, like, let's say, like, you got, like, five, 6 tables, and it gets, like, really, really busy, sometimes, like, you forget to be checking your tables, and, like, let's say you'll get sat a table, and you working, because you running food to your tables, you running your drinks, you running other people's stuff, you doing everything else, and it's like, you don't even realize you just got sat at a table. They've been sitting there for 10 minutes waiting, and it's like, dang. And then you finally figure it out, or someone tells you, or like sometimes people be like, oh, can you take my table for me? Or what I would do is I walk over and be like, oh my God, has anyone been over here yet? And they'll be like, no, we're waiting up. It's like, oh my God, here, I'll be you guys a server. Like, you just gotta play it off. I promise you it works 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times it's gonna work. Let's get into the drama. Honestly, when I worked at Twin Peaks, I was never really involved in the drama ever, because like, I didn't really see the point. We're here to get money. I don't really care. Didn't really care to get in other people's business, but I'm listening to the tea if you're gonna tell me. I'm gonna listen. So, I mean, there's a lot of like, you know, there's always gonna be, we're all girls working together, so we're obviously not all gonna get along and everything. There's definitely people there that I didn't like, but I was never the type of person to be like, oh, I don't like that bitch. I mean, I did say, I'm not gonna lie, I did say that. But I would never go up to someone and be like, yeah, I don't like you, bitch. For no reason. Like, I'll keep it cordial, whatever. I'm not gonna be mean. I mean, if you're mean to me, I'm definitely gonna be your bitch back. Like, I'm gonna show you, like, the fuck. But there's definitely people that I didn't fuck with. There be bitches that are stealing tables, table thieves. So, like, let's say, because most of the time we would have a host, and she's the one who's sitting people, clearing the tables, doing the section. That's her job to do. But like sometimes we didn't have a host, so they would be like, girls, make sure you're watching the door, do this and that. And so there would be certain girls who they be at the host stand, and they'd be making sure every time someone come in, they would be sitting. It's like, how everybody got 2 tables and you got 4? And it's like, you're not even first pick, so it's like, now it really don't even make sense. So it's like, you gotta watch out for people like that. People gonna snake you. Some girls gonna pocket watch you. Here, I'll tell this little story. There was one night, I wasn't there that night, but I had heard about this the previous day. So it was a girl who was on the floor. She's really cool. Everybody really liked her. She was like a hustler. I'm talking girls hustler. So her and this other girl split a huge party table. I think it was like maybe like 20 or so people, or 20, 30, I don't know. It was a lot of people. So they split the work. So it's like they're working both the huge party tables. And so I guess they end up tipping the other girl more. Oh, dang, we don't call the other girl A. We gonna call the other girl H. So A, they gave the main tip to H, but A had made a band that night off one of her regulars. And so all that happens. Other girl was pocket watching her. The H goes to the manager, tells her blah, 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 and now she's asking for more money. Now, in that type of situation, I'm like, H was wrong. Why are you pocket watching her? That's money that she made off her regulars. That party table, they did tip A too, but H got more. So it's like, H was being hella greedy. Hella greedy. I just don't like stuff like that. It was just a lot. I remember I came in that morning, baby girl slammed that money down on the table. She was so mad. I was mad for her because I'm like, H don't deserve that money because first of all, she's not even a good server. She don't even... Anyway, stuff like that. Don't pocket watch people. Worry about your own money. I'm not gonna lie. I hated getting big party tables because it's like, you really gotta focus and stay organized. Writing everything down, making sure like, oh, like I'll like certain characteristics. If the guy was bald, I'd put like, okay, bald guy, he had 3 Bud Lights. Other guy, dreads, hair, blah, 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 drinks. Like, certain characteristics, that's how I would kind of do it. This person got that, this person got that. But yeah, next topic, I want to get into dating while working at Twin Peaks. It's definitely possible, but it's going to be kind of hard. It really depends on the guy and if he's confident, if he's not insecure, because it's like, you are dressed a certain way. You are literally flirting with guys most of your time that you're there for a tip. It's like you're playing a role, but it's like at the end of the day, he's got to know that like your loyalty lies with him and that this is literally just a job. When I walk out these doors, these people are never going to see me. And that's something you got to get across to your regulars too, because you got to think about it. Men's intentions, they only come in here, a lot of them come in here because they're looking for they looking for that cootie cat. Yeah. They think they're gonna lead. There's so many, oh my god, I have so many stories of like us working and men just like flirting, thinking they about to take us home with them. Like, excuse me, this isn't a brothel. This is not what that is. I know where you got that from, but this isn't it. This isn't it. And it's like, it's hard sometimes for them to get it through their skull, but they eventually catch on. Like, I still have some of my regulars that follow me on Instagram. They always message me, like, my birthday just passed. They're like, oh, happy birthday, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna lie. They be DMing me, asking, oh, let me take you out. Nigga, I been told you this. It's not like that. You're 45, and you're ugly. And you're broke. I'm just and I got a man. So, let's be respectful. Thank you. But dating while I was like there, it was hard. I'm talking to guys. There was definitely a few guys who like didn't care. I'm not gonna lie, I had a roster while I was there because it's like, why not? If you can do it. Just saying. Not a roster of people at Twin Peaks, but I'm saying like on the side working at Twin Peaks. You know what I mean? Like type stuff like that. So I was talking to this guy at the time, and he was a fraternity guy. I'll just say it, he was in Greek life. And he felt like, mind you, I wasn't his girlfriend, so I told him from the jump, I said, if you have a problem with me working at Twin Peaks, like, you can stop talking to me now. He was just like, I do, but like, I'm not your man, so like, I really don't have a say-so. I'm like, good, so you understand you don't have a say-so. And I remember one time, he had asked me to pick up something from the dispo for him, so I went to the dispensary, picked it up, And he was like, okay, I'm gonna like pick it up from a job from you. So I have it with me. I put it in my bag. I bring it to Twin Peaks with me. He texts me like, hey, I'm here. Like, unlock your car. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, come in. He goes, no, like, you didn't leave it in your car. And I was like, no. So he like calls me. He's like, why do you want me to come inside? And I was just like, first of all, why do you have an attitude? I was like, I didn't want to leave the cushion, the in the car. And he was like he has an attitude, hangs up. I'm like, whatever. Mind you, it's Wednesday, so it's lingerie dress up. So I'm out here double cheeked up on a Wednesday. It's 5 o'clock. The sun's shining. Like, so he comes in and he kind of looks at me like, kind of not disgusted, but like, bitch, like, how dare you? So I hand him the weed, snatches it out my hand. And he goes, oh, you look nice, and then leaves. And then he texts me, he goes, yeah, it makes me uncomfortable the fact that you work there. And I was just like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care.
Look like I give a fuck because I don't. I don't care.
I don't. Like, and I was in there like, y'all, my nigga about to come. Wasn't my man. I was like, oh, blah, blah, he's about to come, you know. And they're like, oh, that's him, you know what I mean? That's like hyping me up or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, like that kind of irritated me. And I was just like, I don't like that controlling type stuff. And like, I'm not gonna, the guy that I'm with now, I'm glad that I don't work at Twin Peaks because I'm not saying it's disrespectful to work at Twin Peaks and have a man. I don't think it's like that at all. I just think that you and your man or whoever you're with have to have an understanding, like, you my man, I'm your girl, like, I would never do it, you know what I mean? You just, boundaries, you know, trust in a relationship, have a big, nice foundation, you know what I mean? Now, another guy this sounds so bad, another guy I was talking to, he would actually literally come and visit me, sit down, bring his friends and eat, and I actually like that. It made me more comfortable. I'm like, oh, my little yeah here, you know, watch me work, you know, eating food, like, you know what I mean? I love supportive stuff like that. But I mean, it's all up to you and your preference and how you feel. But yeah, I enjoyed my time working at Twin Peaks. You know, I made a lot of friends. I definitely built up my social media following by working there, because I'm constantly posting. I was making TikToks at Twin Peaks. It's just like, Twin Peaks gives you a lot of opportunities to grow. You could do like modeling with Twin Peaks. They have like pageants and stuff like that you can enter and everything. But yeah, I enjoyed working there, and I hope that this video kind of helped you decide if you wanted to work there or not. I got a lot of DMs of girls asking me what was it like working at Twin Peaks, what was my experience, but this was my experience. I enjoyed it. It was what it was for the moment, and I moved on with my life. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. I'm gonna try to post more videos and tell more story times on my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and
yeah.